all of us invented. We are, all of us, cobbled together of cartilage and dust. Few of us know with certainty the name of our Maker, but I do. Bram Stoker, born 8 November 1847, Dublin. A sickly child who loved his mother, a young man who, like all young men, fell in with a crowd. Yes, that crowd, that theater crowd. And our young Bram entered in the theatrical profession as low and base a manner as any man possibly could, as a critic. In 1897, Bram Stoker would go on to publish a book that would, in time, become his most definitive work. In doing so, he made me, and he gave to me a name, Renfield. And he gave to me something more, something that many of you wish for, pray for, beg for, and yet will never attain. Immortality. I have never forgiven you that.
And that way, after we're married, I'll be able to serve as Jonathan's stenographer. I'll write down his thoughts in shorthand, and then later transcribe them onto a typewriter, and therefore be of great help to him in his work as a solicitor.
How fascinating.
He's keeping a journal of his business trip abroad.
A journal, really?
Yes, in shorthand. And when he returns, I'll put my new training to work.
I see.
Shorthand is a more difficult art than many people realize. It requires a...
Be mine forever.
Lucy, stop it!
I won't stop until you put an end to all this talk of shorthand and journals and business.
I haven't seen you in months. I thought you...
So don't talk to me about numbers and letters. Tell me about your heart.
My heart is resolute.
Ugh, forget your heart. Tell me about your body. Tell me what thoughts of Jonathan do to your skin and your blood and your bones.
Lucy, you're shameful.
Then shame me. You're my one true girlfriend. You alone I can talk to about things that dare not leave this room. Please? Very well. You become a practical young woman about to marry a man who leaves you cold.
No, not cold. Not cold at all. Sometimes I think of his touch and my hands tremble. My lips become wet. I can feel my heart pounding in my throat.
Oh, Mina!
He's only been gone a week, and already I ache for him. Whenever a letter arrives from him, his words make my hopes sing.
My darling Mina, I write to you from the heart of the Carpathian Mountains. I am spending the night in Bistritz, at a fine hotel recommended by my client, the Count. Tomorrow, he'll send a carriage for, and we'll begin our work at his castle. I'm told this region, known as Transylvania, is one of the wildest and least known portions of Europe. How fortunate that my work allows me exotic trips to strange and distant countries. And the food. Tonight, I had an eggplant stuffed with forcemeat, which they call implatata. Before you ask, the answer is yes. I did get a copy of the recipe for you. After dinner, a strange old woman, reeking of garlic, took me aside and told me that tomorrow is St. George's Day, and that I should not travel to visit the Count. She began wailing that at midnight, the dead spirits will rise and evil will hold sway over the world. Such amusing pagans these people are. She went so far as to press her rosary into my hands, which I've kept as a souvenir of the delightful earnestness of these simple, misguided souls. Oh, my sweet Mina, how my heart rejoices at the thought of you. I'll be home safely and soon. Your loving husband-to-be,
Jonathan. Oh, sweet Mina, not only my heart rejoices.
Lucy, you're mad.
Oh, but oh, so much more of me. You fill me up with solicitous longing.
Not till we're married, I've told you.
Married in the eyes of whom?
In the eyes of the moon.
Which is rich and full of permission. Now, what do you say?
Come and let me have the all of you.
Miss Lucy! Go away, I'm dead. Miss Lucy, the gentleman's here again.
What gentleman?
It's Mr. Stewart, the doctor.
A Dr. Lucy.
What should I tell him? Tell him to come back tomorrow. I'm indisposed.
Very well. Why didn't you tell me?
And do open the window on your way out. How many times must I ask you?
No secrets, Lucy. That's what we've always told one another since we were children. There has to be a bond of trust between us. Tell me.
Oh, Mina, can't you guess? I'm in love. I'm in love, Mina. I needn't tell you the secret must not leave this room. How bountiful is the world, and how true are the proverbs.
The proverbs?
It never rains, but it pours. Mina, I'm not indisposed. I'm undecided.
Whether to marry him or not?
No. Which one of them to marry?
There's more than one.
Three suitors. Me who all this time never even had one. 2 of them have already proposed.
Who?
Mr. Homewood the judge and Mr. Morris the Texan.
Does he have horses?
Horses are the least of what he has.
Lucy!
And now Dr. Seward, only 29 in control of an immense lunatic asylum. He's versed in the arts of dream interpretation and hypnosis. I can fancy what a wonderful power he must have over his patients.
Lucy, what would he do?
Why can't they let a girl marry 3 men and save all this trouble? Yes, I know that's heresy and I should not say it, but oh, Mina, all this happiness has made me utterly miserable.
Oh, sweet Lucy, hold tight and have hope. My love is far away and your loves are too near. We'll mingle our tears together.
My dear Mina, what a place I am in. Mr. Dawkins never let on what a grand job he had assigned to me. I must thank him on my return. The carriage came as scheduled. The coachman loaded my things in silence and took off into the night. The cold air was pierced by the thrilling call of wolves, seemingly hundreds of them. And in fact, when I lit a match to look at my watch, the reflection on the carriage window gave the illusion of hundreds of pairs of red eyes staring from the hillsides around me. It gave me a wonderful fright. When we reached the castle, I tried but failed to see the coachman's face. He lifted all my belongings with a single hand, and when I mentioned the swiftness of his horses, his only response was, "The dead travel fast." For his part, the Count was ever so cordial, and seeing my fatigue, led me directly to this room. It is well appointed, and not unlike a home in England, except for the complete absence of mirrors. We could learn, I'm sure, from this noble absence of vanity.
Hello, Dr. Seward.
Do call me John, won't you?
I'm sorry I disturbed you yesterday. It was also
Not at all, I was
indisposed. The maid told me.
sickly, actually.
In what way? A fever?
Yes, a fever.
And now? Are you feeling better now?
Yes. Well,
There is but one thing out of the ordinary.
and what is that?
Your incomparable beauty. You do not carry an illness, Lucy. It is I who carry an illness. It eats away at me day and night, and its only remedy resides in the very heart which afflicts me. Your heart. May I speak? My dear Lucy, let me say it out loud. I work with lunatics. An amusing statement, yes. Cavalier admission in the eyes of the world, but the world does not see what I see. Each day, in ways too intricate to mention, I glimpse the mad souls of men. And from this I've learned the following. We have, all of us, a secret life. And though we are loath to divulge it, we do, on occasion, grant access. We do, in rare and remarkable ways, allow one person proximity toward itself. What I know of you, Lucy, is terribly dear to me. What I will never know of you is dear still. So please, accept me, and be cherished above all women. Bid me stay indeed to your final days of youth. Oh, that I be struck dumb, that I be swept away to sea and pummeled into drift. My sweet, kind-hearted Lucy, I am carried for the vultures and worms. Have I brought tears in the very eyes where I least intended them? You cannot love me at present. That is a clear and stinging prognosis, and I must accept it. But tell me, dare I hope, could you learn to love me in time? There is someone already. Your heart making way for your hand is previously betrothed. Am I right here, Lucy? I feared that. Two forever gain at the loss of a third. Hear me now. From this moment on, your happiness is my fondest wish. If your heart were free, a man might have hope. But in place of hope, I give you something far stronger and eminently wiser. My friendship. And whatever you need of it is yours for the asking. And from you, if I might have a remembrance. Something like your mirror which has held your image as vividly as mine. No. I only kiss the thing I love. That is done then. We've been rebuffed. The world is empty, there is nothing worth doing. Fortunately, there is one way in which a lost love can be revenged. At the hand of one's work. Renfield!
Yes, good, yes, very good, yes, good. Oh, yes. Oh.
I told you to keep him to his madness. How can I study him if you allow him to revert to his sanity?
You've been crying.
What?
Mind your step. There's life there.
Spiders have nearly doubled.
I lure them. I house them. The world feeds on the carcass of itself. May I smell you? Oh, please,
What?
please.
Renfield.
Salt, I think. Salt and perfume. You two have been in the presence of life.
Yes, very good now. Oh, God's sake.
And life tastes good, doesn't it, Johnny?
You trained the sparrow, I see.
Yes, a good bird that. Why won't she marry you?
What are you talking about?
I should brood if I were you, Johnny. I should brood and think of sporadic killings. Yes, good. Yes, good.
But why, Renfield? Why the eating of flies and spiders?
I have a great love for animals.
No evasions today. I'm not of the mood. Now again.
They are life, and they give life to me. I absorb it through the blood, running into blood.
And the notebook.
No!
You have a plan of some kind.
No!
First the flies, then the spiders, then the sparrow. You have a plan!
No!
I will solve you, Renfield. You are a life-eating maniac, and I shall solve the secret of your mind. I am not afraid of the world's rampant complacency. The question is to discover. Men sneer at vivisection, yet look at its results today. I wonder, why not, therefore, advance science in its most difficult and vital aspect, the brain? For if I held the key to just one lunatic, I might advance my own branch of science in such lofty esteem that Burton Sanderson's physiology would be nothing as...
And Miss Lucy would give a hand?
Shut up!
May I have a kitten?
What?
Oh, please, a small playful kitten that I can play with and teach and feed and...
Renfield, listen to me. How do you know her name?
Bird blood, feather blood, spider blood, fly blood. Bird blood, feather blood, spider blood.
Tell me! How do you know her name?
My master.
What?
My master told me.
Sweet Mina, I am all in a sea of wonders. I think strange things which I dare not confess to mine own soul. There is something of nightmare about this place, and I fear my superstitions may run riot within me. And the Count, my host, what manner of man is this? I feel the dread of his presence overwhelming me. I am encompassed about with terrors that I dare not think of.
Lucy, come back to bed. Lucy, you're having another dream. You're sleepwalking again. Come back to bed. The storm has frightened you. Come morning, it will all be gone. Lucy, what is it? What's there?
The waves are wild, the ship is tossed about.
Lucy, what are you...
But fear not, the ship will best his storm, the ship will find its port.
What ship? There are no ships. None would be out on a night like this.
There it is,
Renfield, what are you talking about?
The bride maidens rejoice in the coming of the bride, but when the bride draweth nigh, the maidens shine not.
Homicidal mania and religious fervor. Dangerous combination. Renfield, what are you doing?
I must be clean from my master.
Look, the flies are gone, and the spiders are gone also. Look at me. Where are they gone? And what of the sparrow? Where is it?
Oh my, find him now! They're digging! All day and night, they're digging, the constant digging! Oh my faraway Mina, if only I knew what it all meant! Great wooden boxes have been hauled away, and for what reason? I fear I am the only living soul within this place, and everywhere I turn, doors, all locked and bolted. I am a prisoner!
Lucy,
now,
no!
Mina,
Renfield, let him go!
Now he's my pet. I'll call the town.
You'll be punished, I promise.
My master, listen to the wind. He is dancing waves. The master is at hand.
Here!
It's just as they say.
Yes.
What could have... No, it's horrible to think. Did any of the crew survive?
Only a dog, they say.
A dog.
A large gray dog which leapt from the ship. Or so they say.
I wonder it even made it to port in a storm like that.
A miracle.
Oh, I'm sorry. Pardon my manners. I don't believe I know you. I'm John Seaver.
You have the asylum, do you not?
Yes, I do. And you are...
Harker. Jonathan Harker.
Ah, Mr. Harker. A true pleasure. I have heard of you from Miss Lucy Western. You're engaged, I believe, to her friend Mina?
Yes, and to you, Miss Lucy. I'm told she's very beautiful.
How odd to meet you here.
Where would you have us meet?
Yes, that's right. And good too, though, finally.
He was a righteous man. Is this what you suppose happens to righteous men?
In this fact of strangers, he launched himself to the wheel with his own rosary.
Yes.
We'll never know, will we?
It depends, I suppose.
How do you mean?
On what you're hoping to know. Good day.
And then?
I've told you enough.
No, Mina, I must know.
And then I found you on the cliffs, lying amid the rocks. It's a wonder you didn't fall. But I wrapped you in a blanket and I brought you home.
Mina.
You're fine now and safe. I sent for Dr. Seward.
Mina, listen to me. As my dearest friend, you must promise me this. She'll tell no one of these odd events, even my family. Promise me.
I promise.
And what of you? Any news from Jonathan?
There is no news. Fortnight, still no word from him. Dr. Seward, Mom.
Good morning, ladies. You must be Miss Mina.
Yes, thank you for coming. Lucy commends her skills as a doctor.
More minds have I treated than bodies, but I'll do what I can. How is she?
Weak and very pale. Please.
Hello, Lucy.
Hello again.
When did this begin?
The storm last night, I slept poorly.
Bad dreams?
Yes,
Can you tell me?
it's very vague.
Try, Lucy.
There was a howling, a dog howling.
A dog.
Or many of them, hundreds or more, as if the whole town were filled with them. And I seemed to be sinking into deep water, green water, and there was a singing in my ears, and then
Go on.
something very sweet and very bitter came around me at once. My soul seemed to come out of my body and float about in the air, and And then Mina woke me and told me I'd been dreaming.
Dr. Seward, what is it?
There is a mark on your neck.
A mark?
A red mark, as though you've been kissed there. Have you been?
No, John.
I'll begin with your blood.
My blood?
Yes. To assess its qualities, to discover any malady that may reside within.
Do as he says, Lucy. Don't be frightened.
Miss Lucy?
Yes.
May I have your hand? Here we are. If you'll wrap that, please.
John,
Yes?
you are my true friend.
Miss Mina! Miss Mina! A letter has arrived for you, ma'am. Shall I bring it in?
From where is it posted?
From a hospital, ma'am, in Budapest.
I'll be right there.
Mina, I pray the news is...
Save your strength. We'll see you when you wake. Thank you, Dr. Seward.
Ah, yes. Keep a watchful eye and don't let her leave this room.
I won't.
Miss Mina, if I may, you are as remarkable as Lucy described.
As are you, Dr. Seward.
Early today, I had the pleasure of meeting Mr. Harkin. I must say, he seems a fine gentleman. What is it?
That's impossible. He's out of the country.
Well, perhaps
Just now, I've had no word in weeks. Why would you say such a thing?
Miss Mina!
I'm so warm, John. Won't you open a window?
I'm sorry, sir. I didn't see you. May I help you?
Saint!
I beg your pardon.
This is the home of Miss Lucy, is it not?
It is, but...
Then Saint, you're very beautiful, you know that, don't you? Now please, do what I am thinking. Saint.
You may enter.
Remember me, won't you?
Oh, yes.
Jonathan, I took the boat to Hamburg as soon as I heard, and then the train here. They say that you've had a terrible shock and that you're suffering from a violent brain fever. Jonathan, your eyes, all resolution, all light has gone from them. Please, tell me what has happened. They told me in a few days you'll be well enough to travel. They've given me your things, but I couldn't find your briefcase among them. Only this, and I'm not Jonathan?
Mina, we have spoken of trust between a husband and a wife. That there should be no secrets, no concealment between us. I have been driven mad. But amid this torture, one gift, the loss of memory. I have no idea what happened to bring me here. I have no idea which things were real, and which the insidious dreams of a madman. The secret is here, in my journal. Take it. Keep it. Read it if you must. But never let me know. I do not want to return to those bitter days. So unless solemn duty bids you do otherwise, keep this to your heart only. And may this secret prove the final one between us. So long as we two shall be as one.
It's done. Let's go home.
Good evening. Don't be frightened. Mother! Your mother is indisposed.
Mina, help me!
Miss Mina too was gone, as of the servant. Dr. Seward has examined your blood and found it to be rich and healthy. I share his diagnosis.
What are you? What do you want of me?
I want your fear. For your fear like a current rushes through your body. Your fear makes your heart beat. It renders your blood full and rich. of fear hemorrhages deliciously within you. Now please, do what I am thinking. You were dreaming again. Miss Mina too shall keep your secret. When you wake, you shall remember nothing but the cry of a wolf and the crash of the oceans.
I am here, Master. I am here to do your bidding, and now that you are near, I await your commands.
Renfield, what is it?
And I pray you do not pass me by, dear Master.
Renfield, listen to me now.
When you distribute your glorious tidings, do not pass me by. You're out late.
Well, yes, but listen.
And though she's promised to another, you keep watch.
I am
you
not.
You maintain an avid readiness. But we can wait, can't we, Johnny? Clever men that we are, we can wait for the riches to fill our cup. Do not forget me! We are one man, Johnny. We host a common longing. You await her deep mysteries as I await my master's gifts.
I will solve you, Renfield! I shall unearth this mad logic of your mind. Now I demand to know, who is your master?
We are men at the mercy of angels.
Oh, Dr. Seward, thank goodness you're here.
Yes, what is it?
It's Miss Lucy, sir. You must come.
The unexpected always happens.
You are my friend and master. You know more about obscure diseases than anyone in this world. You are a philosopher, metaphysician, and the most advanced scientist of your day. You have an iron nerve, a temper of ice, an absolutely open mind, and an indomitable resolution. These things provide the equipment for all the noble work which you are doing for the good of mankind. I entreat you now from all embracing humility to come to the aid of my sweet, dear Lucy. To be clear, I am not a slave to flattery of man's. Reputation is the most imperfect science of all. I, for one, would love to meet this man whom young Dr. Seward describes. No, but swayed me with the blunt accuracy of his postscript. P.S. You remember I once saved your life.
It's as though she grows more pale, each day gasping for air.
Lucy, can you hear me? I am Abraham Van Helsing. I have come from Amsterdam at Dr. Seward's request. I would like to ask you a few questions, if that would be all right. Good. Now, have you had a fright of some kind lately, or a fall, anything out of the ordinary?
Only the dreams.
Tell me.
I tried not to sleep. I tried so hard not to fall asleep.
Why, Lucy?
Yet I must have slept because the clock struck 12 and woke me. There was a scratching, a flapping of something at the window. What could that have been?
The wind, I suspect, a rustle of trees.
And the dreams, what do you remember of them?
A wolf, the cry of a wolf and the sound of the sea.
Anything else?
Only that.
Here, Lucy, I want you to lie back, rest. Who has access to this room?
Only myself, her mother, and the maid.
I want to speak to them, but just not yet. Trust me, there's cause. There's cause for everything. Miss Lucy, I want you to drink this. It's a bit of brandy and sleeping aid. It'll help you rest.
I don't want to sleep. I'd rather die than ever sleep again. This weakness comes to me in my dreams and I'm unclean. It's as if I have no air. No air at all, as if there was...
Shh, quiet.
You must wake me from my dreams.
Miss Lucy, me and Dr. Seward will keep you safe. Now drink this and rest.
Don't worry, Lucy. I shan't think.
wants blood, my friend, and blood she must have or she will die. Now roll up your sleeves, there's no time to waste.
She fears her dreams, yet dreams alone cannot render such havoc. I remember nothing in my studies that ever spoke of such a...
Remember, friend, that knowledge is stronger than memory, and we should not trust the weak. Come here, lift your arm if you will. Now the case of our dear miss is one that may be, and I say may be, of such regard that it may provide new and vital knowledge regarding the canon of a catastrophe. Take the good note of it. I counsel you, nothing is too small. Jot down everything, even your doubts and surmises.
You speak as if formulating a theory.
It is not love at its purest sense to transfer from full veins of one to empty veins of another. Now, John, you deal with madmen. Now, all men are mad in some way or the other. But in as discreetly as you deal with your man, so too you must deal with God's madmen.
Who might they be?
The rest of the world. We must keep knowledge in its place. We must keep what we know in here and in here. A secret between you and I.
Professor, with all respect, you speak as if playing a game.
I show you there's no jest. Only life or death. Perhaps more.
Lucy, what has happened to her?
Oh, she's resting now. Professor Van Helsing has completed a transfusion of blood. Professor, Miss Mina Morning.
And now,
your friend.
Hello.
We are doing all we can at present.
But what of the cause?
A mystery and want to pursue.
And you've just returned from Budapest?
Yes.
And Mr. Harper, how is he?
He's restored, God be thanked. His good humor has returned and his terrors have abated. Coming home, it seems, has proved to be the most soothing medicine. Ah, here he is now.
Hello.
Jonathan, this is Dr. Seward and Professor Van Helsing. They've been looking at... Jonathan, what is it?
My God, it is the man himself. Just now in the street outside, with mine own 2 eyes, I saw him. My God, it is the man.
Jonathan, what are you...
But he has grown young. The gray hair, the weathered face are gone. Such a change that I thought mine eyes mistaken. But there can be no mistake. It is truly he. Oh, if I'd only known.
Enough now. You're home and safe.
And then I, wretched fate, was his solicitor. Would I have had my knife with me then? No. Thou will drive me mad. I am Muslim on England.
Calm down.
And everywhere we circle of death at my property shores. I had my chance, and I did nothing.
Calm yourself.
My failure shall not go unpunished. No, forgive me, God. May you forgive me.
Miss Mina, he's calm now, and Phil. Miss Mina.
The shadowy pall has come over our happiness.
Had I but answers to your fears, I would relieve you. But the web is not fully spun. The shape of our mystery not yet revealed.
We will learn it all too late, I fear. And knowledge is useless to the dead.
Not so, Miss Mina. It is not a fact of the dead that I am here.
I fear that some clues lie within. Now Jonathan's trust has willed these words remain unread, but I must know what brought him to this horrid precipice. Will you help me, Professor?
Welcome to my home. Enter freely, go safely, leaving something of the happiness you bring.
Count Dracula?
I am... And no more calmness.
I brought the information you requested regarding the properties in London. Furthermore, my superior, Mr. Dawkins...
Mr. Harker.
Yes.
You have traveled far. Now please, let your host tend to your pleasures before you tend to his business. I do hope you are hungry.
I am, actually.
Why pray you sit inside as you please? You will, I trust. Excuse me for I will not bore you tonight, for I have dined already. a gift from Attila. The Huns, they were despicable, but they knew the why.
Oh yes, I see. Passed down then, from an ancient recipe.
A gift from an ancient adversary.
Won't you join me then?
Won't you join me then?
Pardon?
My apologies, Mr. Parker, but I must study you. I must learn your ways. How is it?
Delicious.
Yes.
You don't partake?
Of wine?
Yes.
No, not of wine.
If it not be too bold, may I ask...
Oh, yes! Is that the way of things in London? Please, I must know everything I can from your city.
So you've never been?
No, but I have many maps and charts and books. Many books I read. I imagine. And as I imagine, I hunger.
London is a fine city.
More to the point, friend, it is a crowded city. How I delight in thinking of the bustling streets, people with the mad world on rushing humanity. Oh, to be in that midst of that banquet of life.
I should, I think, enjoy the country. The open spaces, the riding and hunting.
You hunt, do you?
When time allows.
And pray, what do you hunt?
Bear, elk, the occasional deer.
Bow or knife, Mr. Harker?
Both, actually.
How much like you, Mr. Harker, for you see, I too enjoy the occasional deers. We are fighters, you see. We Carpathians have bravery and conquest in our very veins. It is no wonder why the Magyar, the Lombard, the Avar, and the Turk, for thousands upon our frontiers, as we drove them back, they came from our land, and we sentenced them to heaven instead. We are a fierce people, Mr. Harker, with a wealth of victories the Habsburgs and Romanovs will never know.
You speak with the passion of one who is there.
Da Vinci, I have known. Charlemagne, Bach. Great men like these famous dust. But we Carpathians have come to realize that the warlike days are over, and blood, Mr. Harker, is too precious of a thing to be spilt. But I have spoken too long, and it is near morning. I'll leave then to your rest. But one more thing, Mr. Harker. We are in Transylvania. Transylvania is not London. Our ways are not your ways. There may be strange things to you, but if you were to see them with my eyes, no, with my knowledge, you will have a better understanding. Good night and good morning.
No, Miss Mina, we must read on.
I'm afraid I was mistaken. There's nothing here to enlighten us.
Miss Mina, this shorthand, these notes, was written for a reason.
I've got time to waste. The notes Jonathan spoke of must be elsewhere. They must...
Listen to me. Hidden in the veil, in the dark creases of books, are the innocent ink on pages. In there are dark and mysterious things. And if we are to ever reach into the darkness and bring Jonathan a gleam of peace, we must not be deterred. We must be relentless. I beg of you, Miss Mina, page forward and move on.
I only wish to study you, to learn the curve of your neck.
I will be leaving in the morning. I had not intended to stay a full week, and since our business is nearly complete...
Mr. Harker.
Yes?
You've got yourself. Please allow me. Oh, the children of the night! What beautiful music that they make! You need to take care, Mr. Harker. You need to take care of how you cut yourself. It is more dangerous than you think in this country.
Where are my papers? All my papers, they're gone. My notes, letters, even the deed to the property itself is yet unsigned.
You've been blessed with a disappearance. How fortunate.
But this journal, how did it survive?
This shorthand, you knew not its contents.
And my clothes, all but what I have on is missing.
I'll find you a nice new cape. Now please, tell me of my new home.
I've told you. For a week now I've...
Oh, now tell me again. Isn't it an old place?
Yes, of course. As I've told you each night, it was formerly...
But you see, Mr. Harker, I am so glad, because I am old. Old in ways few can rival or even understand. And to live in a new place would kill me. Now please tell me of the locations again. Excellent. And please tell me of the name. That is a fine and noble name indeed. Splendid.
Wait, go back. The location, we must know it.
It's not there. There's nothing there.
Let me see that.
It's been burned away. Burned away in 2 places.
How can that be?
And the light is well appointed, Mr. Harker.
Well, no, in fact. It is quite shrouded in darkness.
I commend you, Mr. Harker, for you see, I too enjoy the quiet and the silence of the shadows of the night.
But there is no quiet here. Only this digging. I'm forever hearing the sound. Shovels digging, doors being opened and shut.
That is only the gypsies below doing my bidding.
And the boxes? Large boxes being hauled out the last 3 days and nights? What is the meaning of that?
That work is entrusted to another solicitor, my friend. I beg you not press me any further, Mr. Harker, for you see, I need to go to England. For I am starving here, for want of companionship, for want of life. Here's the deed, it lacks only your signature. Please, Mr. Harker, finish what you started.
I want to leave.
Very well.
I want to leave tonight.
Well, I'm afraid that is impossible.
Why?
Oh, my coachman and horses are away.
I'll walk.
Amongst the wolves.
I'll hazard a chance. Now please, point me to the door.
Mr. Harker, I am glad to point you to all the doors. And what you see, Mr. Harker, you English have a phrase. Welcome to parting, speed to coming guests. And what you see, Mr. Harker, I am glad to speed your parting.
No, let me go, I must go.
I have no further use of you, Mr. Harker.
I must tell them. Tell them of the digging, the boxes of earth.
I shall carry your number with me to England.
Mina, before.
Smina, please, put yourself through no more.
No, you're right, Professor. I must page forward. I must know it. I must know it all.
enough of you. Your time with him will come tomorrow. I set sail to England. Then he shall be yours.
And tonight?
What of it?
Are we to have nothing tonight?
Oh my God.
And for you see, Mr. Haka, I leave you in the hands of my loving Carpathian people.
No!